And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. And tonight, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Anthony Simons.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. They've got Aaron Nesmith. Also, Andrew Nembhard is out there. And it's Siakam in at the 4 slot. And for the Celtics, Pritchard and White are their guards. Round out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Queta in at the center position. Greg, we've got two teams that boast some serious firepower off the bench.
And that depth makes each team more difficult to defend, more unpredictable. Both sides have a lot of guys who can step up on any given night.
Out of bounds, Indiana takes possession. Now, Nembhard. Pass to Siakam. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, this to me is where he can be a force. Siakam, a 3-level scorer in the painted area, very dangerous.
Here's White. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Out to the right wing. From the arc. And Boston with the rebound. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. They came in as a favorite, seemed to lose their confidence down the stretch, started to play tight, and let that one slip away.
Here's Nesmith after the basket by Boston. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Queta. It's White on the wing. Now Hauser. Now Pritchard. Nembhard covering. Pritchard gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break.
I tell you, when Brown is running like that, it's hard to stop him. This guy is superb at beating defenders up the floor.
Indiana's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
6'9" with excellent elevation. No trouble at the cup for Siakam.
And Queta gets it to go. Queta's got his second basket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Tries the spin move. Here's Nembhard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And during his brief career, Andrew Nembhard has shown he has a sense of the moment.
Kevin, there are certain guys who want to hide in the corner if the game is on the line. Not Andrew Nembhard. He is fearless in late-game situations. He's hit multiple big-time shots already. He's got a little bit of that it factor.
The first free throw is good.
Well, we can talk about the basketball skill of Andrew Nembhard, and what you love is he is a guy that can lead your team as a point guard. He can get off the ball and play without it, but he's also got competitive toughness every single night.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed.
We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked him if he's focused on a particular player in the opposing lineup, and Coach stressed the message he delivered to his team about Pascal Siakam. It was simple. Don't bite on his spin move. He doesn't want his guys falling for Siakam's tricks in the low post. Kevin, back to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. And finished off by Brown.
How about a little bit of daylight is all Jaylen Brown needs, up off his feet in a hurry.
Pacers trail by 4. Pass to Furphy. And here is Siakam. Six on the shot clock. Here's Furphy. Indiana moving it around. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Nembhard against Simon. Nembhard the pass to Siakam. Here's Furphy. His three-pointer's off the mark. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. But they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just too good.
For 3, Siakam. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll return shortly. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. 8-point game. Peyton Pritchard out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Walsh in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now, here's McConnell. This game he had 10 points. Now, here's Simons. Defense is right there.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
So it's Boston now. The Pacers making the shot. A shot by Pritchard, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's McConnell. Potter, the pass to McConnell. Pass to Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
The field goal percentage has spiked in the past 5 games. It's up a lot from what it had been earlier in the season, and with every game that it continues to rise, his confidence does as well. We'll see if he stays in that mode tonight.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. As now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. teams making some changes here. Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at the Celtics, holding on to second spot in the conference. A great season for them so far. And, of course, the Pacers, just way behind.
And, you know, for the Celtics, they had a few critics coming into the season, and now I don't think they have any. This is a club ready to not only make a deep run, but possibly win it all.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
They're just too slow to react. You can't afford to sleepwalk through possessions. What's going on out there?
There's Siakam following the bucket by the Celtics. Inside, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Great execution there. Pascal with a pretty pass.
Boston leading by 8. And Doris, a measured pace for the Celtics. Don't rush, don't turn it over, and then they get what they want.
Well, this is Joe Mazzulla's philosophy in a nutshell. Quality offense begins with taking care of the basketball first. He believes in the math, meaning he believes if you can get a good look at three, you take it.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Derek White is an impact player, but is he a star in this league? White said, "I'm not into labels. I just know whatever the team needs, I'm ready to do it. And what does his team want from him?" He said, "Be aggressive, don't defer." And hearing that from great players, it just gives you confidence. Kevin, back to you.
Truly an impact player. Thank you, Allie. Indiana making some changes. Buffs jacked in, and Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. They double-team Siakam. Pass to Furphy. Siakam outside. There's the pick. Lets it go from deep. Indiana again missing.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
And finished off by Brown.
I mean, what a player Jaylen Brown has become. My goodness.
1:57 left to play in the first half. And here is Neesmith. The 10-footer. And the shot is long. Celtics leading by 12. Brown the pass to Simon. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Simons has got his second bucket of the night.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
That free throw missing. Some changes for Boston. Kate is checked in, and Sam Hauser subbed in for Pritchard. And he's good on the second. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Pacers trail by 15. No doubt Jaylen Brown is one of the most gifted isolation scorers in the league right now, Doris.
He is one of those guys, Kevin, that you do not want to be defending on an island. Jaylen Brown is an elite athlete, but he is also a 3-level scorer, which makes him almost impossible to handle.
It's hauled in by Furphy. Indiana's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Neesmith, the pass to Huff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Nemhard. He had 25 points last game. Pass to Huff. Nice move. And that's 2 points on the layup. Huff's got his second basket of the game.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Crown throws it down.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Here's Siakam. And that concludes the first half. Boston on top. They lead by 13. And let's hear from Allie LaForce, who joins us from the sidelines. Allie?
Thanks so much, Rick. What did you think of your team's offensive execution in the first half?
We got to get it moving more. We got to get it driven more. They're very physical. You're trying to run plays. They blow all that stuff up. And so bottom line with our offense, we got to get some more stops. That'll help our offense.
Defense leads to offense. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Boston Celtics.
They're playing the way they're supposed to. Run the offense until you get a good look. Not complicated at all.
I disagree. Patience and perspective is complicated. That's why many teams can't do it.
And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
You look at the Celtics. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Pacers trail by 13. Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. They've got Siakam. Andrew Nemhard is out there with Aaron Neesmith. And it's Furphy in at the 3. Stolen by Nemhard. Neesmith with the ball. He's picked up by White. Tries from 10. And Pritchard pulls it down.
Well, stay attached, affect the quality of the shot. That is excellent interior defense.
And that one is good.
Well, how about that drive by Derek White? This guy has so much to his game.
Nemhard with it. He's covered by Pritchard. Here's Siakam. Misses the baby hook.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Nemhard, the pass to Huff. Pass to Furphy. Now, here's Siakam. Hauser defending.
Now, this is frustrating. You come out to start the second half, you've made one of your first 4 shots.
Got a hand on it. Now, here's Neesmith. White covering. Neesmith, the pass to Nemhard. Here's Huff. Siakam, right side. Shot clock at 5. No one near him. And it's good, 2 points. Siakam's got 8.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Pritchard. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And despite all the accolades, GA, is it possible that Pascal Siakam is underrated?
Absolutely. Spicy P is one of the best two-way players in the league, exceptionally versatile, and his impact goes beyond his impressive stat line.
Down low, Neesmith, and Neesmith with the slam.
Boy, you cannot give up that kind of opportunity to Aaron Neesmith. Woo-hoo, finish is close.
Brown outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Nembhard, and it's blocked by Brown. They recover it. Siakam, good. 1:58 left in the third quarter of the game. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey guys, the Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you, Kevin.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Neesmith. After Jaylen Brown's miss. A shot by Nembhard and nobody around. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 6.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Some changes for Indiana. Potter's checked in, and it's Jackson in for Pascal Siakam. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Simons the pass to White. Here's Boucher. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Furphy. To Nembhard. Potter the pass to Neesmith. Nembhard for 3. And another 3 for Indiana.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Nembhard with it, covered by Simons. And stolen by Simons. Here's the break. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Since Simons entered the league as a teenager, he's done a great job working on that strength.
The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Eight-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. McConnell passes to Jackson. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Here's Simons. And he banks in the layup. Simons has got 9 points.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Pass to Shepard. No good on the triple. Now here's Simons. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics lead by 6. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Fernie Simons out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Tillman in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's McConnell following the three-pointer by Boston. Pass to Siakam. Over Boucher. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Siakam.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Here's Tillman. Here's Walsh. Here's Boucher. No good from outside. And here's the fast break. Walker leading the way. And a wide open look for Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. And Indiana with a change here, too. Off's checked in. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. He was clapping in the huddle, saying to his guys, loving the effort right now. Keep the intensity on them. Leave no doubt in their mind that this game is ours. Guys, back to you.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. It's stolen by Shepard. To the paint. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Siakam.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Boston again missing. Pacers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Indiana making some changes. Furphy's checked in, and Aaron Nesmith subbed in for Shepard. Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. Back to Nembhard. Good, and a nice assist from Siakam. Siakam's got his 3rd assist on the night. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Indiana trailing here. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Siakam. Not that time. It won't go. The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And that one falls.
Turning into a sensation in a hurry. Get your tickets to see Simon.
In a big spot, an absolutely monster bucket by Aaron Nesmith.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And so it's Pritchard with it. He'll bring it up for Boston. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Hauser with the ball. Siakam's there. And a fast break now for the Pacers. Puts it right back up and in.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Good work there as it goes down.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line, Jaylen Brown. At the line, shooting 1.
Well, in these situations, this is who they want at the charity stripe.
Pacers trail by 3. Now Siakam. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. For Boston, they've gotten 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
You can tell Jaylen Brown embraces these kinds of moments. Big-time bucket.
Now, here's Siakam. 1:16 left here in the fourth quarter. Now, Nembhard. Shot clock at 6. The long shot, no good.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
Cash money, Brown with the tray.
Now, Jaylen Brown is now so legit from deep, boy. You better make sure you're contesting that 3 ball. That's how good he is.
Siakam with it, picked up by Brown. They can't stop the run with that one. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
White, the 3 goes down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
And the Pacers call time here. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
McConnell against Simon. Going to work down low.
We understand that McConnell is playing pick and roll. He's going to make the right decision. He has just mastered that action.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside Simons. Nice use of the glass on the finish. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Thank you very much. Jaylen, you had it going. Can you talk about the confidence you had tonight?
I'm just trying to continue to show people what I can do, continue to get better. It's a long journey. It's a process. I still got a long way to go and a lot to learn, so I'm going to just keep going up.
It's all part of the journey. Thanks, Jaylen.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now we present the player of the game, Jaylen Brown.